So what is expected out of you is that we want you students to propagate the ISI campaign, basically to a set of community people, and we are expecting that in the process you will become well versed, you will get introduced and exposed to ISI, and you will become a bit more exposed than what you are right now before this program. So once you start campaigning about ISI, there will be a lot of questions and lot of queries will come from whoever you are campaigning, and in the process, you will become experts to understand what is an ISI. So generally, what is an ISI? What is the present knowledge of you have come across about ISI? You have any idea? Any idea? Anything? Where are you seeing ISI? Your day-to-day life, you are watching ISI, but where are you seeing? Helmet, yes, I said one example. What about the other? In your home, are you seeing ISI? In your cylinder, stove, geyser, iron box, you are seeing in your home? And what about you are seeing a dumbbell-shaped logo? Are you watching? That is also Bureau of Indian Standards. It is a one part of the ISI only. Any electronics item, switchboards, wires, there is a numerous product day-to-day life. You are watching this ISI mark. So let me start introducing my organization and what are the activities in my organization. That will give you a glimpse of what we are doing for the last 75 years in this country, and we will forward this one. Open one first. So this is a slogan that we are using. What is culture to society is a standardization to industries. Why we have to follow standards? You have gone across, civil engineers would have gone across standards, I think so by now. How many civil engineers are there? Okay. Oh, lot of civil engineers. So you have gone through standards now? National Building Code, BS. Okay. So that is what. When you have a standardization, we will have the uniformity all around the world. So soldiers protect us from enemy from the borders. Standard BAS through standards protect us from cheating. Basically, we are giving trust to the consumers. If the product is of a particular quality, consumers will have the guarantee of their product. So for that only we have the slogan. Next slide. Next slide. So we are called Indian Standards Institution, basically. First name was Indian Standards Institution and the name is ISI. The first three letters of Indian Standards ISI. The logo was created in 1945. During that period. Then after that in 1986 we become Bureau of Indian Standards. That time only we prepared the act. So after that lot of functionaries happened in that. Next slide. Next slide. In 1986 the act came. Through the Act of Parliament, we become Bureau of Indian Standards. That act was revised in 2016. So you can download the act and you can read the Bureau of Indian Standards Act. So what is an act? Anybody is aware of act? What is an act? Parliament Act. You all should learn what is a Parliament Act. Anything in this country or any country in the world, there is a highest power which will do to any action. That is called Act of Parliament. So you want an electricity in your home, there is an act. You want water, there is an act. You want a fire safety, there is an act. You want to put road, there is an act. Everything is an act of Parliament. Okay. So act is the highest document by the Parliament of India to empower such activities and functions. So 1986. After that 2016 we have revised the act and it is called BAS Act 2016. Next slide. So this is the structure of BAS. Minister of Consumer Affairs is the president and the Minister of State is the vice president, and there is a governing council and executive committee. They will advise minister and vice president. After executive committee, this executive committee, they are appointed director general. Who is Director General? Equivalent post in colleges and universities is your Vice Chancellor. Okay, so such that Director General is the highest appointee and he takes care of all the functions and activities of that. So all other officers in behalf of Director General only we work in the organization. The first appointee is Director General and these are the activities we are doing. One is standards, another is conformity assessment, another is laboratory and other allied activities we are having. So let us go to the first activity. On? Okay. You're able to hear? So these are the major activities we are doing. So one is standardization. What is standardization is whatever you have to do, first you have to formulate some document. The action of writing or formulating a standard, we call it standardization. It's okay. Okay, I'll try. No problem. Then after getting after writing the standard, we have to give license to the industries based on the standard. So the second action automatically comes is conformity assessment. Previously we call as certification. Now it is called conformity assessment. Then in the process of giving license, we have to check the product. You have to test the product. That is called laboratory testing. So that is called laboratory activity. Hallmarking is for the gold. It is a part of certification conformity assessment. Other training activities that we are doing over ages. So this is a part of training activity we are doing. Now this is our map in India. Headquarters is New Delhi. We have region into 5 regions. In southern region, Chennai is the regional office. So in Karnataka, we are in Bangalore and Hubli. So this is under Bangalore jurisdiction. So this is our, and we have laboratories on 5 regions, and our lab is in Bangalore also and Chennai also. We have 2 labs. So let me look into the standardization. Okay. So what is a standard? You have ever seen any Indian standard? You have ever seen any Indian standard? I think civil engineers, you have downloaded any standards? You have seen there is something. So what is the meaning of the standard? The generic purpose of the standard. This is the definition. A standard is a document established by consensus and approved by recognized body, that in this case is BIS, that provides a common and repeated use, rules, guidelines, characteristics of activities or the results aimed at achievement of the optimum degree of order in given context. See, it is basically, this is by definition. We are trying to, see, you want to manufacture a switchboard. You manufacture in Kashmir, you manufacture in Tamil Nadu. It doesn't matter, it will be one and the same. The properties will be one and the same. How come? Because we follow one particular document that is called Indian standard. So that is the generic purpose. And how it is arrived? Basically, how do we write standard? It is not only purely scientific, it is not so. It is based on consensus, because the group of experts will tell this is what I would like to follow. So it is based on voting power, we say. Everyone, nobody will object to a particular requirement. So this is how the standard is made of, and this is the definition of standard. And in standard formulation, these are the departments we are having. So basically we have chemical, civil, electrical, mechanical, like this only we had basic departments. Later departments bifurcated because of the expansion of the sectors. So from chemical, petrochemical came out, textiles came out, water resources came out, food and agriculture came out. From electrical became electronics and electrotechnical. Then production and general engineering came out from mechanical. So we started to bifurcate into various departments. So initially it was based on engineering discipline. Now it is based on sector, where there is a eventual impact. For example, why petrol and coal limited? Because that much is the significance in the country, and the utility is so high. So become a separate department. So these are the departments. Under these departments only, we formed the standard based on the requirements. So this is a technical committee. Each department there will be a lot of sectional committees will be there, and each sectional committee will have group of experts under this particular forum. So BAC is the member secretary. We will appoint a chairman and a lot of industry associations, manufacturers, all R&D labs, government bodies, other interested firms, public sector units, scientists, technologists. We invite and make them member in the committee. They will sit and formulate the standard, and BAS will overlook on the standard. So basically, standard is not written by Bureau of Indian Standards alone. We take the experts around the country. Almost each technical committee will have 35 to 40 members. And the prominent organizations, it may be government or statutory, we call them, we invite, we sit, then we discuss point to point, even comma, full stop itself, we will discuss, and thoroughly we will write a standard. This is how, and this is the composition. So when we frame a standard, for example, what should be the color of milk? You see the milk. Milk is white in color, everybody knows, but in that white also there may be some gradient. So what should be the color? They will all discuss to the extent that in the entire country, milk production will have the same color. So this is the depth that we go into the standard or a particular parameter. So this is not a single man's job or a single department job. It is a all over country's contribution, only a standard is comes around. Go to the technical committee now. Reverse, go back. Next slide. Okay. It's a separate, it's an international organization, and ISO is not a separate entity. Basically, ISO is founded by 6-7 countries, and India is one such founder member. So it is an association of member countries. Today, almost we have 150 countries, member countries in ISO. So those countries are following ISO voluntarily, according to the willingness. It's not mandatory. ISO is not a mandatory for following. It's a willingness only. So we are also having the power in the international ISO committee, and we are participating in more than 489 committees. For example, we have departments. We said, I showed you a PowerPoint, that departments are there. Similarly, there are technical committees in ISO, so we take part in that. So any ISO document is prepared, standard is prepared. Without the consent from the member countries, it will not be published. So India is always ahead in giving the points what is fit to India. We are doing that, and we are drafting standards in ISO also. So this is our participation in ISO. But comparatively and the overall, we are slightly in lesser participation. And the other countries is concerned, that we are improving on that. Next slide. We will come to certification. Next slide. Okay. So after drafting a standard is ready. It is available in public document. You are reading, manufacturers are reading, consumers are reading. Now what we have to do? The standard will be used by a manufacturer. The manufacturer will manufacture his or her product as per the standard. And what does BAS do? BAS will give license to the manufacturer. So how BAS will give? There is a set of procedures. So what is BAS role in the certification or licensing a manufacturer is this only. There is a manufacturer and we have a consumer. And we are the third party in between. We will assess the manufacturer, and we give the license. And these are the logos we are having. So the first logo is BAS logo. In hallmarking gold items, you can see the first logo. The ISI is the very commonly known in all the products. And the dumbbell shape logo, which having one blue and red color, is for electronics item, and electrical item is that the first logo. And we have one eco green logo also, eco label logo also, that we have not displayed here. But our job is we are giving a third party assurance. First party is manufacturer, second party is consumer. So this is the way we guarantee this one. Next slide. So it is, as I said, it's a third party certification. It is voluntary in nature. Basically, there is no hard and fast rule that you must follow standards. No, it is a willingness only. All standards are formulated for the benefit of the industries, benefit of the consumers, benefits of the common public. But in certain cases, government has decided, the concerned ministry, there are how many ministries are there? Maybe 25, 30? Central government ministries, similarly state government ministries. They had made a directives that these products must definitely follow Indian standards only, ISI. So according to that only, they have found 387 products. And these electronics items alone, we have CRR scheme. That means we will not follow the same procedure we are following for the other certification. There's a different procedure for electronics item, for your mobile, electronics item, printers, like that. So as on date, we have more than, I think not 38,000, 45,000 manufacturers in the country as our licensees. So this 45,000, every year they pay a minimum marking fee or a marking fee. Roughly, I can tell you 1 lakh per year. So that is the revenue. Almost we are 1,000 crore revenue central government, and we are not funded by Capital Fund of India. We generate our own revenue. We live in our own revenue like public sector. So that's how I am given my salary from the own revenue generated in Bureau of Indian Standards. So this is how it's working. As per foreign manufacturers concerned, a simple example, see, we are 140 crore population. So entire cement if you want, sand you want, gravels you want, an entire India alone cannot give you that. So from sometimes Sri Lanka, Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, we used to procure some items for requirement where we cannot get it here, or if you want little extra. So those countries we go, we give license to those manufacturers, and they, after getting license from us, those manufacturers can sell to India. So that is foreign manufacturer certification scheme. So what we are doing in India, domestic market, we are giving license, foreign also we are giving license. All electronics items made in India or made in foreign, we are giving under CRS schemes, electronic items. So this is how we are giving license. Next slide. So this is how a logo looks like. So are you seen anywhere? You are regularly seeing this? Which food item you are seeing this? In food items. All milk products you will be seeing that. You see the Nandini milk powder, you will be seeing this logo. So it is everywhere. You go your home, it is there. You come, it is there. This plywood, this is ISA compulsory marked. Any steel structures, ISA marked. If it is a tempered glass, toughened glass, that is ISA marked. Obviously, all cement is ISA marked only. Cement is mandatory. Like that, it goes on. So this you remember. That is the aim of this program itself. Next slide. So pictorial representation, this is the day-to-day products I have shown in pictorial. These are mandatory. Which you see regularly in your life. So switchboards, toys. Now toys have become mandatory. In street sides, if they sell a toy without ISI mark, they should not sell. But so toys also we made mandatory just 2 years before. That is wires, cables, pressure cooker, feeding bottle. Next slide, na you. So the list of mandatory certification products we have mentioned here. So is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. So we will share you one document. I'll share you in the group. I hope everybody join the WhatsApp group. I'll share you the document. You can note it down. During campaign, you can tell these things to the people who are interacting. Next slide. Okay, that is FMCS foreign certification. As I said, it is required. Certain products we cannot get in, make in India, are not sufficient in India. Foreigners, manufacturers are required. So our information is that China is the highest, having highest license. So they are rigorously manufacturers in the world, and they are able to compete and they are able to sell in India, and they are having the highest license from India. Next slide. Okay. Now electronics item. So these are the electronics item that you need a mandatory certification. I think everybody mobile, you see your mobile itself, or in your battery in the mobile, you will have the dumbbell shape logo. Your laptop will have, if it's a newly purchased mic or that camera, this logo will be there, without which they cannot sell any electronics item in India without the CRS logo. That is a logo without which they cannot manufacture, sell, exhibit, showroom, keep in good on. It's not permitted without the logo. So they must get BIS license. Next slide. This is for certain standards we are showing, which is in the school level, which even medical items also. Now we are making sure X-ray machines, fundus camera for eye doctor, ophthalmic materials and other medical items also we are bringing under ISI. Next slide. Next slide. And these are the, what are the ISI one, that is a number. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. This is one important thing. See, ISI means immediately now you have a trust. You have a faith. Okay, ISI is that, it's a quality product. But surprisingly now, some people, some violators, they will use a different kind of ISI, SSI, ISI as per specification, fitted with a number without proper designation. They used to cheat people. It is very commonly happening. See, our task is first of all, making people to know about ISI itself is a deal. Second deal, whether the ISI is properly done or violation is being done to find out, it's a second deal. So, it's not only knowing ISI is important, how some people are violating, you should come to know. Then only you will be able to identify the misuse people, violators. So, next slide. So, this is how it will look. You will have a ISI logo, you have an Indian standard followed by the number of the standard and the license number, CMLS certification mark license, and some number, some 10-digit number or 12-digit number will come. It should look as it is only. They cannot write IS as so and so, give a gist of that. We go to the industry, we test it into the industry, they have a laboratory in the industry, they test it, then we draw the sample from the industry. For example, milk powder. We go to the milk unit, Nandini milk unit is in Ramnagara, Mandya it is there. We go, we draw the sample, we send it to our lab, BAS lab or BAS recognized lab. There also it will be independently tested without the influence of the manufacturer, without the influence of the BAS. It is a different entity lab. So in that lab, after testing, they will give the values and we verify the values whether it is passing the requirements or failing the requirements. If it fails, we will not give license. If it passes, we give license. So that testing, particular testing activity, we generally do that particular activity is a very big task because more than 45,000 manufacturers are there and every year we are drawing 4 or 5 samples and continuously surveillance inspection we are doing. So almost per year like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs samples we are testing around the country. So that much laboratory activity is going on. So in BAS we have 8 laboratories. Apart from 8 laboratories, we are recognizing private labs. In behalf of BAS, they will do the testing. So to test this itself, we need a qualified testing personnel who will be generally in engineering sector will be engineers. In other analytical sectors, other science background students will be, candidates will be doing that. So it is a huge revenue making area basically. So this activity should be dealt very carefully and technically. That's why we made it a separate identity actually. And apart from 8 labs, we have 3 referral labs and 4th one is Bangalore we have started. And these referral labs is doing testing for gold items. Hallmarking, I told you that gold items we are doing hallmarking. For that we are having a referral assay lab. We call it as a referral assay labs. We are doing testing over there. Next slide. Hallmarking. Yeah. So I hope you all aware of gold items because see, even if you don't wear gold, in your house, your mother or father will be wearing gold. And you know, any program or occasion happens, first thing is a gold discussion only. Second only dress. Okay. So now in gold, you should know one thing. There must be a logo and there is a purity 22K916 and there is a HUID number will be there. Alphanumeric identity numbers. So that HUID numbers will give the what is the purity of the gold basically, and that gives a traceability of the jewelry that you are purchasing and how it is so. So this you remember this, and next slide. Okay, next slide. So now we have BAS portal. This portal you will get all the information. Most of you are students. I think how many people are in final years? Achha, maximum in final years only. Okay. So, all are you going to get placed in campus or you are going to try for some interviews? Interviews. There is 50% campus, 50% interviews. Something will be there. How do you know which industry you have to follow? Certain industries will advertise. Certain industries will have websites. And their websites, there will be a career placement and you can send an email, your resume, something like that. How do you find the list of industries? How do you find? You should have a database. You should get a database. Most of the people you will buy employment exchange and advertisements will be there. According to advertisement, you prepare your application and you send it, and you will wait for some response, and you will see on online whether they're featuring your name for interview or examination, something. But on your own, you can send your resumes also to the industries. So you should have a database. How do you find? BIC is also one of the channel. You can get all the information. We are having like 45,000 manufacturers. You can click the conformity assessment, and you can find all the list of manufacturers we have given license, and you can access it. Next slide, Mano. Before slide, previous slide you go. So the first activity is standardization. I told that related information, public domain, you can get information. This is conformity assessment, and CRS electronics item, laboratory. This is systems management systems, ISO 9001, 22000 energy management system, environmental management system, and hallmarking. So all informations we have to certain level we have made it in public domain in our website. So we will go standardization. Next slide. You can find the list of standards. All standards are freely downloadable today. Just 5 years before, it is a purchasable public document. You have to purchase it, but we made it freely downloadable. You can register your name, mobile, and your username, and you can download the standards. So you can read out the standards, what standards you want, and where is application. For example, you are purchasing some water tank. You know that plastic water tank is there, na Syntax, flexible water storage tanks. Now, do you know what is the requirement of the tank? What should be the dimension, what should be the strength, and what should be the thickness, what should be the color, what should be the marking? If you want to know, then you put your water storage tank. If the list of standards will come, in that standard which is opt for you open, you download it, and you can read it, and you can visualize to understand particular thing. And so this is how standards will work for you. It will give you an information of any new thing that you are going undergone, and you will get those informations. Next slide, madam. So I request you all to open our Play Store. We have BAS Care app. You try now. BAS Care app. It is available. BAS Care app. It is there. You can install it. By installing it, you will readily verify your items. You go home after installing it. You take all your items in the home. You check the ISI license number. You put the number, and you will find the details. You will get the traceability. Next slide, madam. Next slide. So you go to your pressure cooker. In pressure cooker, there is a marking, license number will be there, or in the cotton box will be there, or iron box, geyser. You take the license number, you put it, you will get the details. What is the manufacturer, what is the address, what variety. You will get the details. Or you take your mobile, battery, or TV, fridge, whatever electronics item, put the registration number, you will get all the details. Or hallmarking, if you have purchased any new gold items within 2 years, you will have the HUID number. You put this information, you will get all the informations. Whatever we are guaranteeing, the same thing will be displayed in mobile. So we have made a module in last 2 years that any information regarding to BAS you will get in the BAS Care app. So I request you all to kindly install it and use it daily basis. See, if it becomes a habit now, then you will easily adapt to the standard quality consciousness. So I request you all, please download it. Wherever you go, any ISO logo is there, you just, as a fun, you open it, put the license number, registration number, or HUID number, get the information, and have a conscious about that. Then only it will widespread. Okay? Next slide. And we are available in YouTube also. If YouTube you put BAS on any subject, mechanical, civil, or any sector based like cement, water, TMT bars, anything, if you do it, we have made lot of social media in YouTube. You can go through that. It may be helpful in some situations. For example, you want to know certain, you are preparing some programs or events. All the information we have put up here, you can see it, and you can prepare for your future also. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. Now, so apart from this campaign, what we are trying to do is, in every college, we are trying to open some club. In PU colleges in Karnataka alone, we have created, South Karnataka, 74 in PU colleges, 11th, 12th standards, 74 standard clubs. In each standard club, we are conducting quiz competitions, standard writing competition, other poster or symposium, something we are doing. And we are encouraging the students to do a, active participation in the club. In engineering colleges concerned, every year we are roughly funding about 50,000 to 1 lakh, depending upon the number of students participate. Same standard writing, symposium, and if they can do any other thing on their own, any innovative idea they want to, or any symposium or technical events they do, BAs will be part of their functionary. We are funding for that. And we want to students to utilize ISI and to propagate ISI, and we are doing that. So in engineering colleges, what we are doing, department-wise, we are opening the club. For example, this is National Institute of Engineering. There is a mechanical department. There is a civil department. Every department will have their own club. And each club will have minimum of 50 students. So for each club, we are giving per year about a 1 lakh. Like that, the funding we are giving. And we are encouraging students to actively participate in those things. Our conscience is that all the students should be aware of ISI, Bureau of Indian Standards, and what is the quality products and what are the products it should be there. Said to me when I was like students, somebody has told me. So similarly, I am saying, passing the same torch to you all. And when my time, nobody said about BAS. There are other events happen, but in entire India, Bureau of Indian Standards is the only central government organization. To my knowledge, says only central government organization as entering to colleges and doing their propaganda and campaign to reach the students. We are the first one in the country. You have ever gone to any programs where central government organization has ever come and conducted? I don't think so. To my knowledge, I have not seen. Any central government organization has come? To your knowledge, in 4 years? We are the first one. And this time specifically, in our Bangalore branch office, we decided we will go with the government colleges first. Because last 2 times we did with some colleges in Bangalore alone. So I wanted to come to here, Hassan, everywhere, to widespread with all government colleges, because government colleges students, I expect they are the cream of this Karnataka state is concerned. So through you, it will be much vibrant and dynamic. So I was specifically behind government colleges. So this is the second. Yesterday we conducted in BMSC college and Ambedkar college, this one Silver Jubilee, Sri Krishna Silver Jubilee college, Ramnagara Government Engineering College, BMSC College, UBC College. So for this college I have done. So today I come and met you all to show that you all have a glimpse of that, and to always keep this BAs in this as part of your life. Basically, it is not part of for your curriculum or not for your job. It is should be a part of your life. All around the world, you go any European countries, if you see, they have a very specific. Where the concept of toll gate came, you are aware, toll gates. Where the concept of toll gates have come to India? From US. They only have decided we will have toll gates like this, and this will be our structure of roads, and we will maintain like this. From that we have taken, because it's a good concept, we have taken it, and because of toll gates, our connectivity has improved faster. I remember when I joined here, before this express highway, I used to take 4 hours to reach Mysore. Today I took 2.5 hours to reach Mysore. So it gives an ease of our day-to-day activities. So standards also give the similar things. It gives a ease for your day-to-day life in manufacturing or consuming, or to have information about the particular subject is concerned. So that's what we are all trying to do. So I will personally, once again, I will write to your particular college principals and coordinators to create standard club department-wise. And we will conduct a lot of programs in each department is concerned. Next slide. That's what I said. And other thing is that we are conducting competitions. We will award students with some prizes. And here I did not mention the prize amount, but generally now we are awarding prizes to the students for every event we are planning such things, and we are avoiding. For PU colleges, we are giving a price amount of 1,000 rupees or something. For engineering colleges, we have not planned, but we will be doing very soon. After this week is over, our campaign is over, we will come to each college and we will open a club and we will have a big orientation program, college-wise, department-wise we will have. And some activities will keep move on. And technical sessions will be taken. For mechanical students, mechanical standards we will show. For civil engineering students, civil engineering department standards we will show. Electrical students, electrical standards alone we will train on that. And day-to-day life, we are using the standards. Now, those standards, some training will be given. One thing, you don't have any pressure. This is not part of curriculum. But this will give a particular thing. Because now, government has taken an initiative. Any industries has to come in India very soon. They will get one or other certificate from BIS. So, most probably, most of the people will enter industries only. Some people will go to softwares. But most of the people will enter industries. So you will be associated with BAs in one way or other. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to touch you during academics itself. So later, you don't need to search for us. You can approach us anytime. This is the another modus operandi we are. In recent, I heard from one interview, they asked about how do you get license, and the student was able to answer, and he got the job. So you please make a note of that. So every day you open our BAS Care app and have a practice of that. Make it a habit. BAS and quality, it should be a part of your habit, day-to-day habit. Anywhere you go, there will be somewhere some logo will be there, some whatever product you purchase, some license number will be there. You immediately see the details. It will improve your day-to-day habits and having a quality consciousness. Next slide, madam. Next slide. Okay, next slide. Over now. Okay. So I have spoken some simple introduction to BAS actually. So I have introduced my organization, what are the roles and functions, what departments you are doing, what activities we are doing, and understand. But I did not show the real cake. I have shown everything else. But you should see a standard. I think civil engineers would have seen the standard. But in general, how you are using the standard, let us see. For example, national flag. What is the standard number? Everybody are celebrating Independence, Republic Day. You are all saluting for Indian national flag. What is the standard of national flag? That's the standard. There's a standard for national flag. It is Indian Standard 1. The first standard of India. Indian Standard 1 is our national flag of India. Okay? So, the moment this was created, the first IS 1 was reserved to national flag and we developed the standard. So the dimension, the color, how the pole height, everything is written in the Indian standard. You should follow that standard. If you violate that standard, it's a criminal offense. They'll put you in a jail. So anybody who is manufacturing that flag logo or the pole, national flag, they'll follow this IS 1. Okay. Madam, open one standard. 14543 is there. I hope everybody join the WhatsApp group. Huh? Okay. So open in separate PDF file, madam, not part of the web browser. Close it, the PDF web browser, open in separate PDF file. And I have sent you one link actually to register you students. You have seen the link? You have seen, na? And the last column is 3 options it will ask: youth to youth, traders connect, and household connect. You have submitted it or yet to submit? Submitted. So what did you choose? Without knowing, what did you choose? Huh? I did not explain you and you chose it already. Okay, can you make it bigger? Madam, make it bigger, madam. Huh? You are making it as... No, no, you escape. You escape, come out and open it and make it bigger. Acha, they don't have PDF. PDF is not there. Okay, maximize it, maximize it. Zoom it, zoom it. No, 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 you zoom it, madam. Zoom it. Okay, 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 okay. Keep it that way. You are able to see this? You are able to see this? So, okay. First. So, this is IS 14543 2016. The title is, come down, come down. Packaged drinking water other than packaged natural mineral water. So, what are the water bottles you are taking now? They are having ISI number. You can see IS 14543 and the license number, the logo. You can, any water bottle anybody is having, you can see it. And this is as per this standard. Come down, madam. Come to the scope. Wait. Little up. Okay. We have a national forward. National forward gives the genesis why we made the standard, when we have revised some information. This is not technically important, but it gives some history of the standard. So if you see, it is created by one committee, Drinks and Drinking Water Sectional Committee by Food and Agriculture Department, and why we have developed, who wanted, which ministry wanted, and what are the impact we have given in this. Next slide, madam. Okay. Now, so the first thing of any standard, you open any standard, okay? The first thing is the scope. This standard prescribes the requirements and methods of sampling and test for packaged drinking water offered for consumption and for sale in packaged form. So this scope will tell what is this standard is meant for. So apart from the scope, the standard will not describe anything to you. So you should be thorough with the scope actually. So this is the head of the standard, without which you will not understand the standard. So this is the most important is the scope. Then we have references. Come down, madam. Come down. Wait. In references, any standard you want to learn, you have to study another 10 or 12 standards for as a references. The references given in the last page. Can you go to that Annex A, the references column? Annex A. So to study this standard completely, you should study these referred standards. These are the test method standard for each parameter that it is given in the standard, like color, odor, taste, turbidity, calcium, mineral, like that. They have referred these many standards, like almost some 35 references will be there. To study one standard, it is studying another 30 standards for this particular, and it is like making a thesis, It's such a tough job. It's not so easily made. Okay, now go to the class 3. Come down. And after references, we have terminology. To understand certain sector or certain application or certain product, some terminology, keywords you should know, engineering words. So that is the terminology. For this particular standard, the two terminologies what they given is drinking water and packaged drinking water, natural mineral water. There's a difference. What's the drinking water? Whatever the water you drink now, it comes from the tank, it comes from the water. But packaged drinking water meaning means whichever water is packed. That you put the cap, it's a packing. The 20-liter jar is there in your house you are purchasing. That you are putting a cap seal. It is a packing. Pouch, now it is abolished, I think so here. Pouch was one time, those people who take liquor, they will have that pouch, this one. That is a packaged drinking water. It's all packed. That's the thing, packaged drinking water. So any packaged drinking water, you cannot sell without a license. But if you see in Karnataka, there is government 5 rupee coin water they are giving, they are not packing it. They are just loosely sells it. They are not giving cap and packing it. If they put cap, then they should get license from BIS. Even it's a government also, they should take license from BIS. So they are not packaged, they are not selling packaged drinking water, they are just selling drinking water only. Okay? So that's a difference. And why terminal? To know the impact of terminology only, I am explaining that example. Come down, madam. Now comes requirements. Now how the water should be. We should know the requirements. Your drinking water, how your drinking water should be. So we have made the requirements. That page is, that's it. Go above, madam, above. How to manufacture our water. They have technology, they have slightly mentioned, touched the technology. You can use anything, filtration, cartridge filter, activated carbon filter, demineralization, remineralization, reverse osmosis. Almost all technology they have permitted. So you have ever gone to any water industry? No. This 5 rupee coin you have seen, na? If I see in that glass, there's a reverse osmosis unit, there's a water tank, there's a sand filter. All this, whatever the technology we are using, same thing they have mentioned. Come down, madam. And microbiological requirements, they have informed us, coliform, fecal streptococci, staphylococcus areas, come down. Come down, madam, come down. Sulfate reducing anaerobes, next page. Arable microbial count, yeast mold, Salmonella, Shigella, Vibrio cholerae, Vibrio parahemolyticus. So these microbiological content should be absent, except for AMC, some limit they have permitted. But generally, microbial requirement should be absent. Why microbial requirement should be absent? What's the problem? Why bacteria and virus should be absent? Are say something. Are you sleeping? Why bacteria and virus should not be there in water? It will create disease. It will harm our body. So the requirement is based on the safety also. So we have decided that no virus and bacteria should be available in water. So we do the test. When the water is manufactured, we do the test for bacteria and viruses. Next, come down, madam, come down. Now we have given the value for pesticide residues also. There should not be any pesticide residues. This is the value, 0.005 milligram per total pesticide residue content. Next page, next, come down. Organoleptic and physical properties. So color, odor, taste, turbidity, total dissolved solids, pH. Next page. All the elements, barium, copper, iron, manganese, nitrate, fluoride, silver, aluminum chloride, selenium, sulfate, alkalinity, residual free chlorine, phenolic, anionic, sulfide, antimony, borates. Come down one. Third, table 3. Heavy metals, mercury, cadmium, arsenic, cyanide, lead, chromium, nickel, and polynuclear and polyphenol compounds. Why we are testing almost more than 35 parameters in drinking water. You manufacture a water, before selling, you must test all these 35 parameters and it should conform, it should pass the standard, then only it is allowed to sell. So manufacturing water and selling a water is not so easy. It is never an easy job. So to follow any license, any BA standard, you have to conform to the standard. It is almost a separate testing industry is going on. And that's why all your, see, now you are drinking water bottle around the country. You are traveling everywhere around the country. You are drinking water. Any harm is happening to you? Allergy? Anything is happening to you? Because of this water, I got allergy. Anybody has any such complaint? Personal complaints? No. Why? Because we wrote a standard. We strictly monitor the standard. We monitor the industries, and you are getting a very good hygienic water. Whoever drinks in that can or bottle, it will be, we have made sure, ensured that it is the best quality you are getting. Nothing is, no hygienic problem or any disease related problem, nothing. This is how we worked like anything. Okay? Because of the efforts BAS has done, today you're drinking water with a safe and hygienic and nutritious water we are giving. So this is how we are monitoring. So we write down all the parameters. Even the requirement you can say in mg, milligram per liter, like ppm, parts per million, like 0.001. The cost of any testing equipment, like atomic absorption spectrophotometer or any other equipments, it will be like in lakhs. But we make sure that it is tested and the values is passing. Then only you will get the product in the market. So this is how. Now, second page, madam. Previous page. Go. So apart from that, we are having a, come down slightly. Come to packing, madam, packing. Above, go above. There's a packing. How will you pack the water? You will pack with what? PET bottles or butyrate bottles. So we are using PET bottles. For PET bottles itself, we are having a standard 15410. That's a standard. You have to, for manufacturing PET bottles, we have another standard. Cap also we have standard. So anything and everything, we totally monitor. We control the product. Come down, madam. And what all you mark in the product. You take the drinking water bottle. These information you will get: name, address, brand, batch code, processing date, what in disinfection, UV ozonated something will be there, UV treated ozonated, that one, best before, net quantity, direction of use. So these are the marking. So this you have mentioned. So this is one of the component of the standards. So this is how a standard looks like. This is a food standard. Okay, come down, madam, come down. Okay, and come down. This is sampling, labeling prohibitions, BA certification we are giving. Come down. Okay, these are other referred standards. So, for example, you see color. You should follow this standard. You should test as per this standard only. So, a testing personnel, if you want to test water, he has to learn all these standards. All the methods he have to learn. Then he have to do in his laboratory. Then he has to give the certificate. Then only that particular batch can be sold in the market. This is how it happens. Why I took a easy standard, food standard? Because you can easily visualize. Now you know how you are taking the water. Because behind you take the water, there's a big industry, big function is going on for you to get the water. Okay? Madam, safety glass, Safety glass. PPT. Or open any standard, other standard, anything you are having PDF file, whatever available with you. So what is the homework that you don't need to submit to me? What you will do? Today you will go home. For next 10 days, you please open our BAS Care app, and wherever you see ISA mark, you please enter the details and see the information. That will give you a intent to follow BAS. Basically, we are trying to you to all to follow BAS for rest of your life. This is the agenda. Basically, program is through the program you will have a thrust. If you do this campaign, you will remember more than, see, if you start teaching others, you will learn more. If you start learn, you will learn less. If you teach, you will learn more. That's why we are telling you to do the campaign. But our motto is that you should follow day-to-day life. So one homework is, please download the BAS Care app, and wherever you see ISA mark or any other CRS logo or other HUID number, hallmark number, you put in your software and see it, and you will understand little bit. See, the moment you start seeing it, you will get more information. And further, some people have some thrust. Okay, let me learn more. You will ponder in the information. Then you can download the standard, you can read the information, get yourself equipped, acquire more knowledge, and it will be useful in some one way or other. That is my main agenda to coming here and to interact with you all. Okay? So this, you please, BAS Care app, you download. You open, madam. PPT, okay. Next slide. So what is a safety glass? It's a civil engineering department, actually, safety glass. What's a safety glass? Where you are using safety glass? If you are studying in private college, the building full of glass is made, what is that? Safety glass. Your Volvo bus, your car windshield, front, back windshield. What is that? Safety glass. What is a safety glass and what is a glass? What is a glass and what is a safety glass? See, glass is made up of silicon dioxide, we all know. So what is a safety glass? That means something in glass, it is not safe. What is the thing that is in glass which is not safe? It will break, brittle in nature, and it will harm you. It will cut you. Those days car accident happened, more than the impact of car, the front glass will break and it will cut the driver and he will die because of that glass. So what we did in safety glass, if it breaks, it will not cut the driver or any human being. So we have worked on the breaking ability. So if it breaks, it will not be brittle, it will be chunk of glasses. Anybody wearing specs, if you break the glass, it will become like powder thing. Rather than sharp edges, it will not have any sharp edge. That is safety glass. Okay, you see car, you throw stone on the car window, not here, but if you throw, so if you seen, it will break into particles. It will not be sharp edges. That is called safety glass. I think this may be safety glass, I don't know. If it is not polycarbonate, it may be, but I don't think so. The safety glass has a different look. Generally, now safety glass only they are putting. All the doors of the corporate offices, glass, na, it is a safety glass. It will be 12 mm, 10 mm thickness. So that is why. So in the safety glass, for part 1, we say IS 2553 part 1, safety glass for architecture, building and general users. We have to know the test method of processed glasses. There is a lot of test method is there, which I will show in the PPT. Then the raw material is the transparent float glass, which is the glass. That's the raw material. Next slide, Mano. That's the scope. And there is also scope I have given here. Next slide. Terminology you should know. So who are civil engineer, they will be knowing these terminologies. If they don't, if you have not crossed a card, you can download the standard. I will share you. You can read it. So these are the terminologies you should know. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide, Mano. Next slide. So this is a safety glass. It will have a distinct look actually. And there is a curved safety glass for the buses. Bus will have a slanting, and your railways will have another kind of safety glass. So it depends upon what is the requirement. Next slide, Mana. So that's the explanation. What are the actions should be done? Why? What is called tempering? The toughening process is called which will give safety glass. And what's the toughening process? This is how I have explained. I'll share this PPT. You can learn it. Next slide, Mana. In safety glass standard, one is safety glass, another is laminated glass is there. Laminated glass is, we have two glasses in between polyvinyl butyrate, we use it. We make a sandwich. That's why the word lamination comes. Lamination glasses are where high impact things are happening. You have seen in China or in other foreign countries, they walk on the bridges, glass bridges. Na? What is that? That is a laminated safety glass. Because that has to withhold the weight of the human beings. Na? Some 200 people are walking. That thrilling experience they have, na? Walk in the mountains, the tall cliffs or something. That is a laminated safety glass. And certain Volvo buses also, they have this laminated safety glass. Flights will have this laminated safety glass. Next slide. So if a normal glass breaks, this is how it will break. Okay, with the sharp edges. But safety glass will break like this, small particles, like what you say, crystals. It will break like crystals, so it will not harm you. Next slide. So this is the method how safety glass are made. Normal glass we render into main thing, and toughening process is the main action. Pictorial representation. Next slide, madam. So this is the toughening machine. We send the glass inside the machine. It heats the glass, anneals it, and we instantly cool it. It is like pasteurization of milk, we say, na? Similarly. Same way we do the flower glasses. So these are the other things for cutting, fabricating. This is cutting and grinding, polishing, no? Other things we do. If you go to the industry, you will see all these equipments, and it will be done. So generally, those days, safety glasses, we will have this much big size of oven. We will send in trolley inside. After 8 hours to 24 hours, we will take it out. So it is like 48 hours manufacturing. But because of automated machine comes, within maybe 4 hours, 5 hours, we manufacture safety glass. So previously, it was 3 days, 4 days work actually. Next slide. So I have shown in that water, the parameters. Likewise, these are the parameters in safety glass. Thickness, dimensions, squareness, fragmentation test, flatness, resistance to shock, resistance to human impact. These are the tests. For this safety glass is concerned, requirement is concerned. Next slide, madam. So this is thickness. So we measure the thickness of the glass. It should not vary. How to measure the thickness, I have given a description. You can see it sometime after I share that. Next slide. Dimension and squareness. What is squareness? What is squareness? You have studied, na? Final year, na? Squareness you have drawn across, na? Squareness. See, it should be perfect right angle. This is squareness, perfect right angle. So what is the equipment used to measure the perfect right angle? Which one? I'm not getting. Why? Don't be hesitant. You just tell it. Because I am not doing any testing. I am just verifying only. You are the people who are going to test in future. Chalo. Next slide. Next slide. Fragmentation. This is the straight test actually. This is what we are trying to find out. Whether it breaks like this or not. It should break like that only. chunks of glasses where no sharp edges will be there. So this is the fragmentation test. So the need of the glass is when it breaks, it should be safe to us, and this is a direct test to measure it. Next slide, madam. Next slide. Next slide. We keep it in the fragmentation test tray. We have this measurement. We put a hammer tool. We hit it, it will break. If you see now the test, it will be very interesting. Then we put a square box 50 into 50 centimeter into 50 centimeter. We count the particles. The particles, if you exceed more than 40 particles, then it is a safe glass. If it is less than 40 particles, then it is an unsafe glass. It has failed. So this is how we do it. Next slide, madam. So that square, we have that equipment. This is a hammer tool. We punch it. Punch it means just you keep it on one press, it will break. That's it. Even you go to the car, many people, many children, babies, they get stuck in the car, they don't know come out. Many people will hit the glass. You don't need to hit the glass. Take the key and you punch it one corner, it will break. Then you can push it, the glass pieces, and you can. It's so easy. If you give impact, it will not break. This is the beauty of the technology. You give impact in the glass, it will not break. You take a pointed key, and you just keep in one point near the border, you put your impact, it will break into like the shattered pieces, then you can push it and you can retrieve the baby. People don't know this. That's why they are hammering the glass shield like anything. It's a waste. You cannot hammer it. The reason why you cannot hammer it, I'll tell you. But this is the main test. It is safe. The moment you have impact, it will, like diamond glass pieces, it will break and it's safe to us. This is the test. Next slide, madam. So flatness, glass should be flat without any deviation, defect, edge defect. So these are the defect tests actually. Next slide, madam. Next slide. Okay, this is a bore test. So we check whether the glass is curvy or not to learn the defects. Next slide, madam. This is Weyburn roll. The glass should not be like, it should not be like this. It should be flat, means it should be pakka flatter. So we measure it with a roller gauge. Next slide, madam. Next slide, next. Edge lift, further is edge lift. Next slide. Resistance to impact. There are two impact tests we are doing. One is drop test, one is ball test. Shotgun test we say. Now we will go to the ball drop test. Okay, next slide, madam. So we are steel ball of 500 grams or 1 kg. We are dropping it at a certain height. It will hit, it will not break. If it breaks, it's failing. If it breaks, it's failing. If it doesn't break. That's why whatever you hit a glass, it will not break. Unless until you are like a Bruce Lee. You are really high impact breaking only. This 1 kg steel ball itself cannot break at a height of 1 meter. Then how our impact will break? So it doesn't break. This is a ball impact test, we say. Ball drop test. Next slide, madam. Human impact test. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. This is a twin tower model. We make this frame, we place the glass here, and we elevate according to thickness of glass. It is 3 mm less distance. If it's 12 mm, we'll take the more highest distance. We render it to hit the glass. This is human impact glasses. That's why you go to any auditorium. I have seen some students now, without understanding there's a glass, they go and hit it, and the student will rebound back. How are the tests we are doing? So why I'm showing the another standard for you? To understand, any standard is there is some requirement, you have to follow the requirement by testing it. Okay? So it's not, standard is not just a theory. Some testing personnel is reading the standard, he is procuring all the equipments, then he is rendering that test method, then he is issuing a certificate. So that itself is a very big job. So for these things only scientists and technologists are getting jobs on this basically. How pharma industries are giving more salary? Software industry, because testing, even in software industries you go, testing of the software is the biggest place to find the bugs, that the testing protocol only is so highly paid salaries. Here also in engineering sectors, testing the particular product is the most important thing in a quality is concerned. So these are the standards, and why I'm showing this to have a glimpse of the standard. Because tomorrow, if somebody asks some query, now you will understand, you have to say something. That's for this reason only. Next slide, madam. Anything else is there? And other tests are there, surface compression. Next slide. You just go now. Next slide. This polarimeter cost alone 25 lakhs. Okay, that's why we made it optional. this test is optional. That's why the word optional we have put in the slide itself. If they want it, they'll give this one. Basically what you're doing in annealing, we heat, so it compresses, the glass structure compresses. So that polarimeter, we check the surface compression, that incident light, how it refracts, that we measure actually. So certain tests are optional. So this is an optional test. Next slide. Only one industry in Karnataka is having this equipment. Next slide. Next slide. Over. Now you open the standard, madam. 2553 standard is there. So you got a simple exposure to the how Indian standard look like. Now you have some idea how it look like. So we will, in that WhatsApp group, I will send you the standards, some PDF file or standard. You just see it, but study the standard at least for not one time, two time, no. As a fun, you study for 10 times, then only you will have a glimpse. Without studying 10 times, you will not understand anything. You will not even feel what I am studying, I am able to understand or not, you will not understand, you will not get it actually. So at least 10 times, one standard you study, then only you can have a understanding about that. It's very, actually, it's slightly technical, it's technical and difficult also. But the moment you go on deep into that, it will become more easier than what it was. So we will share the standards, and I will share one more Word document. That document has list of commercial standards and commercial products that you memorize, because during campaign you have to go and speak to some stranger. You have to tell these. Now I told pressure cooker, iron box, TV, everything I'm saying. So you should be able to say more things. I will give the document. Then you memorize the document. While campaigning, you please campaign to the whoever you are campaigning and tell these examples. Then only they will feel interested. Okay? And next 3-4 days, please kindly open your mobile. You put BAS products, ISC mark products. Keep on browsing our website www.bas.gov.in or www.manakonline.in and get certain information. Keep on learn it, because these 3 days only you will do it. And till we create the standard club and we are going to further work on the standard club, I request you all to keep on reading the BA's standards and any information on that, so that your mind will be always occupied by them. Make it a habit. If you make it a habit, it will be easy for you to grasp the information what we are trying to do. Within one day, it gives an exposure. I come today, I am speaking with you all, it's an exposure to you all. But you want to get more knowledge and you have to go in depth, then you have to do on your own. So I am doing the initiation, propagation, you are all only should do it. So that is what I am trying to say. Is open, madam? Come to scope, madam, scope. So what PPT I made is from here only, but the test method, manufacturing and all, it's from which I go to industries and collect information. But how the standard looks like, I want to give a glimpse, that's it. So this is a forward, scope, and there's a reference, there's a terminology. Come down, madam. Okay, and there's a variety. One is toughened and laminated. I have shown you that toughened is 1 layer glass, laminated is a 2-layer glass. So there are 2 varieties we are doing, and there are the requirements. General requirements, come down, madam. These are general requirements, and this is for only flat toughened safety glass, like thickness, dimension, fragmentation, squareness, which I have shown in the PPT, same thing. Come down, madam. Come down, come down. Come down, come down. Down. Okay. Resistance to shock, resistance to impact, surface compression, that is an optional requirement. Come down, madam. Next is laminated glass. This is for the laminated glass. Laminated glass also, this is the defects. Come down, madam. Come down. Come down, come down. Yeah. Come down. Next page. This is for the laminated safety glass, sandwich glass I said na. So same the dimension, squareness, edge displacement, fragmentation test. Come down, madam. Next page. Boil. Here one additional test is boil and Blake test. I didn't have that information with me. Just we boil the glass, the laminated glass it should not split away. So we boil in an incubator. There's a boil. We will boil it in that one. This one. So the Boyle and Blake test I should have shown you, but I'm not having the information. Come down, madam, come down. So this is for the lambda class. Come down, madam, come down. And other resistance to impact test, same thing, defects, it is there. So this is how standard would look like. So to study a standard, unless until there's a requirement, it is very difficult. It's like 30 pages actually. And every test method is a one another standard. You have to thoroughly study it. So it is very difficult. But why we are doing this? So when it's so difficult, why we want engineering students to learn this? Why we want school students to learn this? Now, whoever meets me in my office, they are all coming, sir, what is this? I have to take license. I have tender next month. What to do? They are all asking these questions only. Tender is next month. If they miss the tender, they will miss some 1 crore project to 10 crore project, something they will miss it. And again for another tender, they have to wait for 1 year or 2 years, they have to wait. And they want to get license. So they are in trouble. So they don't know whom to contact, where to contact, how to approach, what to understand. So we are breaking their barriers, those barriers, and we are coming to student level so that tomorrow you are in industry, you can easily understand, okay, this is a standard, I'll take the standard, these are the test methods, I'll develop a lab, I will make sure one person do the testing personnel, and how to do test. Through the standard, reference standards, I will learn it, and I will do it. So you will break your hesitations and how to approach, the barriers, you will break it. For those reasons only, as far as possible, I am trying to shower you those informations in a very short form, okay? But when we create a club, we will have a detailed of sector-wise or whatever the product you are asking or your academic courses, okay? Accordingly, or we will engage you to industrial visits. We will send to our manufacturers licenses, and you can see our industries also, how they are manufacturing, how they are testing, everything we will facilitate you, okay? So this is what, at this moment, I would like to give this information. You have any doubts, you can ask, or I will ask Neha Madam, Standard Promotion Officer, to give about the software where we'll be doing that campaign. Okay? Okay, madam, please come. You're asking your details. We have sent one more link also. You fill the details and we will register you. After registration only we will tell. Then what you have to do, you have to go to certain places and you have to do campaign. You have to open the software. You have to play a video, explain. After 10 minutes only, you have to submit the software. So every interaction is 10 minutes. Like that you have to do it. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody. This is going to be the last presentation, and please concentrate and go through each and every slide very carefully, because this is a task for you. You will have to go talk, because as you heard the technical class, whatever you heard about BIS is what you're supposed to explain. Because we will have to get some information from the students, right? If you're going for Youth Connect or if you're going for a Household Connect, randomly nobody will give their information. You will have to represent that you're a part of BIS. So you will have to go tell them what you know about BIS. All right, I hope you've concentrated well. And now I will just show you what actually you have to do. Next. So the first thing is registration. I know whenever you entered, you had a set of information, right? I hope you've filled in the details. Along with that, we also want a digital copy on WhatsApp, which you've already joined the group. You will be given a form, Google form. Kindly enter the same details. Make sure you enter the account number IFSC code very neatly, because you will be sent the money after you've performed the task to the same account number. All right? Yeah, so these are the information. Next slide. Yeah, so you've been asked 3 options, whether you have to register for Youth Connect or Household or Traders Connect. So you are not sure, right? I'm not quite sure how you put in Youth Connect, but you have 3 options. You can select either of the one. So out of which, what is what will be given. I mean, the course of the presentation, I'll tell you what is what type of interaction. Next. So the next step after registration is you're supposed to install the application. All of you go to the Play Store, search for this app called BIS Quality Connect app. You can check it now. BIS Quality Connect. I am sure you are you know, you have the reference of the logo of BIS. You will have the same logo. So once you've seen it, you'll have to install the application. So next, what we have to see after installation is this interface. Once you've installed, it'll ask you for the mobile number. And you will be able to log in with your mobile number only after we have uploaded your details on our portal. Next. So once you've installed the application, once we have uploaded your information on our portal, you will be able to log in. So now goes on different types of registrations. The first one is Traders Connect. If you have chosen Traders Connect, all you have to do is you're supposed to talk to the shop owners. Different shops near your locality, in your area, you're supposed to go talk to them. Next. So this is the interface that you will see the moment you log in. And one more reminder, whatever you have registered for, you can only access that interface. Suppose I have registered for Traders Connect, I will have information only to get it from the trader. I can't, just because I've registered for Youth, I can't go take information from a trader. So whatever I've registered for is the access, and I have to get information only from them. So this is the first one. Very basic information. You're supposed to enter the name of the shop, owner, market, mobile number, and their email address, and the address of the shop. Is everybody clear? Yeah, so I've just, for your reference, I've put in some details, and I've highlighted on phone numbers. This is just to remind you that not everybody can go to the same store. See, I have registered for Traders Connect. I go to one store, I've gotten their numbers. Another person who have registered for Traders Connect cannot go to the same store. If in case you try to do so, you get an error message that says duplicate record. You can also look into the TV just in case this is not clear for you. All right, next. And once you have entered their details, you're supposed to play an orientation video. I hope we played one for you in the very beginning. It is the same video that the users will also be seeing. So, and you have two options. One is play video in Hindi. And the second one is browse in phone. So we have two languages. One is in Hindi and one is in Kannada. So now, since you've already seen the Hindi version, I would want to make you familiar with the Kannada version as well. So we'll play that video. Once you've seen, I'll tell you the next step. One more video, next video. Play this video. This is the Kannada version.
ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು BIS ಪರಿವಾರದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನಕ ಮಿತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ಕೆಲವು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಸಂಗತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾದರಪಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವೀಗ ಮಾನದಂಡದಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಒಂದು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಸೇವೆಯು ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಹೊಂದಿರುವ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನು ಖಚಿತಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಅದರ ಸ್ವರೂಪ, ಸಂಯೋಜನೆ, ಉತ್ಪಾದನಾ ವಿಧಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು BIS ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ BIS ನಿಗದಿಪಡಿಸಿದ ಮಾನದಂಡದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವನ್ನು ತಯಾರಿಸಿದರೆ ಅದರ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟವು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರು ನಿಸ್ಸಂದೇಹವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳ ವ್ಯಾಪ್ತಿಯು ಎಷ್ಟು ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ನಾವೀಗ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಬನ್ನಿ ಈ ಮನೆಯ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಪೀಠೋಪಕರಣ, AC, ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜ್, ಇಸ್ತ್ರಿ ಪೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಫ್ಯಾನ್, ಟಿವಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್, ಇಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್, ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಪೈಪ್, ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಕಂಬಿಗಳು, PVC ಪೈಪ್, ಪೇಂಟ್, ಪ್ಲೈವುಡ್, ಸ್ವಿಚ್, ಸಾಕೆಟ್, ಗಾಜು, ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಶೀಟ್, ಸಾಬೂನು, ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್, ಕಮೋಡ್, ವಾಶ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್, ಹೆಲ್ಮೆಟ್, ಮಾಸ್ಕ್, ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್, ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟವ್, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕುಕ್ಕರ್, ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗಳು, ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಪಾತ್ರೆಗಳು, ನೀರು, ಹಾಲು, ಪನೀರ್, ತುಪ್ಪ ಮತ್ತು ಜೇನುತುಪ್ಪ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು BIS ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳ ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ತಯಾರಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಾದ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೊರತಾದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿಸುವ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಏನೆಂದರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಗ್ರಾಹಕನಿಗೆ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವು ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ ಎಂಬುದು ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತದೆ? ಉತ್ತರ ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿದೆ. ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ನ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುವ ನೋ ಯೋರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲದ ಕಾರಣ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನದ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಆಯ್ಕೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನದ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಿರಿ. ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಕಾಣಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ. ನೋ ಯೋರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಫೋನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಪ್ನ ಮೂಲಕವೂ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾನಕ ಮಿತ್ರರು ನಿಮಗೆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪ್ನ ಡೆಮೋ ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ನಾವು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾನದಂಡವಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನ ಅರಿತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳು ಆ ಮಾನದಂಡದ ಅನುಸಾರ ತಯಾರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತದೆ? ಇದು ಸರಳವಾಗಿದೆ. ಮಾನದಂಡಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತಯಾರಿಸಿದ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಮಾಣೀಕರಿಸಿದ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಆರ್ಎಸ್ ಗುರುತು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಐಎಸ್ಐ ಗುರುತು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಆ ಗುರುತಿನ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಸಿಎಂಎಲ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯು ಕೂಡ ನಮೂದಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಈ ಗುರುತನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬಹುದು, ಸಿಎಂಎಲ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು ಎಂದು ಅಂದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಅಪರಾಧವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯಲು ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಪ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ನೀವು ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನ ನೀರಿನ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮುದ್ರಿಸಲಾದ ಸಿಎಂಎಲ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅಸಲಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒತ್ತುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಪರವಾನಗಿಯ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ವಿವರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರದೆಯ ಮೇಲಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ನಕಲಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರವಾನಗಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಆಪ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಮಾನಕ ಮಿತ್ರರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಸಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಕಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ ಆಗ ಆಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಆರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸಿಆರ್ಎಸ್ ಆಯ್ಕೆಯನ್ನು ಒತ್ತಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರ ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯಿರಿ. ಚಿನ್ನಾಭರಣಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಖರೀದಿಸುವಾಗ ಅದರ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಚಿಂತಿತರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೀರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿಯೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಭರಣಗಳನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿಸುವಾಗ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆದಿರುವ ಹಾಲ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಥವಾ HUID ಅನ್ನು ತಪ್ಪದೇ ನೋಡಿ. ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿಫೈ HUID ಅನ್ನು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ HUID ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಅಸಲಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ವಿವರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಮಾಹಿತಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಸುಮಾರು 450ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಡ್ಡಾಯಗೊಳಿಸಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಆಮದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು, ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸಲು, ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಲು ಅಥವಾ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲು ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ನ ಪರವಾನಗಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ನ ಗುರುತು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಾದ ನಾವು ಈ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯುವುದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕೇ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಪ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ಈ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವು ಕಡ್ಡಾಯ ಪ್ರಮಾಣೀಕರಣದ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯೇ ಎಂದು ತಿಳಿಯಿರಿ. ನೀವು ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಗುರುತು ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಎಂಎಲ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಮುದ್ರಿಸದೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಕಲಿ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಗುರುತು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಿಎಂಎಲ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಮುದ್ರಿಸಿ ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಂದು ತಿಳಿದು ಬಂದರೆ ಆಗ ನೀವು ಬಿಐಎಸ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ದೂರನ್ನು ನೋಂದಾಯಿಸಬಹುದು.
ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮಾನಕ ಮಿತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಧ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಡಲು ಅನುಮತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Did you all enjoy the video? Yeah, so there are two languages. In Hindi, automatically in the application itself, when you play it, you will get the video. But since Kannada, if a lot of people are comfortable, we will share the video on the WhatsApp group that you all signed in for. You can download that in your phone and play it. Okay? And once you've showed them the orientation video, you will have to take their feedback of how your interaction was with them. So out of 5 options, whatever they can give you the feedback, you're supposed to submit your response once that's done. And after each successful submission, you will get that message called successful. Next. After which, after every successful interaction, your number of interaction will keep increasing. Since this one is for first one, so 1. So based on that, what we are looking for is each person, each student can talk to about 35 to 40 people in case of traders, or 35 to 40 students or household homemakers. All right? So the next one is, since you saw the Traders Connect, this is how the interface of Traders Connect will look like. Now I'll show you how Youth Youth Connect would look like. Youth Youth Connect as in you will have to talk to your peers, students, college students, a group of students. Next. 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 So in Youth Youth Connect, the moment you open, you log in with your mobile number, you will have two options, whether to do an individual interaction or a group of students. So I will show you the first one for individual connect. And one reminder, for whatever application, whenever you've installed the Quality Connect app, make sure you grant all the permissions. Camera, locations, or any permission if it's asked for, make sure you accept it for the smooth functioning of the application. So once we've selected individual connect, next. So you will have the interface to enter the details of a particular individual only. So one student, I'm going and talking with one student, only their information, what institute they're working in, they're studying in, what course they're studying, and their address, similar information as Traders Connect. Next. So it's the same procedure, you're supposed to play the same orientation video and take their feedback and submit. Next. The same successful message is what we are looking for. In case if this message won't come, there might be some issue with your details. Make sure you correct it. You will be able to submit it. Next. And now is the second one, which is Group Connect. Group Connect is a bit different because you are going and talking to a group of people. Obviously, you'll have a little difference in the interface. So first is you're supposed to enter the name of the institute. See, suppose you are all students of National Institute of Engineering. All of you are participating, so definitely you can't get the same information, right? If your number is more, you can check with people or you can check with other institutes also. You're supposed to write the name of the institute and number of group. How many students are there in a particular group. Here, there is one condition. The maximum number of students in that particular group per interaction is 25. So the number has to be between 2 to 25 per interaction. So once you've put in the number of students, you enter the address of this institute. Which institute the students of which institute you're interacting with, make sure you enter the address very well. After which, playing of the orientation video. Next. And now, obviously, once we've written 20 students, right? We'll have to validate it. So here you're supposed to click on this option called click here to add details of students. So the moment you click it, each individual student's information is supposed to put. All you need is name of the student, their course, their mobile number, and feedback. So suppose I'm talking to 20 students. Once I've showed them the orientation video, I'm supposed to get each information. So each student I talk to, just 3 information, get their feedback, and accept it. Next. Yeah, once I've added everything, suppose once you've completed all the members, you will get an option to upload the group photo. We will provide banners for each college because we have individual banners for each of you, each of the college names. In case you're doing group interaction, it will be very nice if you have a banner with you and do a group interaction and upload it on the portal. And then submit your response. The last is Household Connect. So now you got to know what Traders Connect is, Youth Youth Connect, individual and group. The last is Household Connect. So I apologize, we don't have the interface for that. We had a demo version. It is very similar to Traders Connect. Instead of the owner's name, we'll have the house owner's name and their information. You just show them the video, just explain what is it about, get their feedback, and submit the response. Is everybody clear with it? Once you've done this, after, as I told, 35 to 40 interactions, you will be paid the honorarium of 1,500 to your bank accounts, which we asked information for, after you've done the submissions. Does anybody have any doubt with you? Thank you. Any doubts can be asked for. Any doubts? Okay, thank you.
Be here only. So what is the task? What is the task we are expecting? First and the foremost, you please fill in WhatsApp we have sent the link. You send your details, bank details, and which out of three options, youth to youth, household, or Traders Connect. So Traders Connect will be very good. So you choose among yourself which you want to choose and you take it, fill it. We will first register. Once we done the registration, then you open your application. Before that you download, install it. Then after our registration, we will give the information WhatsApp group. Then you open your application, then you start your campaign. My request is that within today or tomorrow morning, we'll be completing it for you all. So you can do your start your campaign on Saturday. Tomorrow, Friday, from evening onwards, you can start, I think so. So you have to find your locality where you want to do the campaign. You go and meet the people. For example, if you are living in some, like you have chosen Household Connect, in your locality, you choose some like 30 houses, 30 to 35 to 40 houses. You go and meet them, all your known friends. Then you say that I have come here, open the application, play the video, then you talk about BAS, whatever you are able to understand in these 2 days. Then complete the video. Always complete the video. Play the video, show the video completely, let it complete the video. Because in between, if you cut it, what will happen, the count will not come because payment is done based on the number of interactions, like 35 to 40 interactions we are telling, and the playing of the video completely and getting the feedback, the submit button, that will be minimum to 11 to 13 minutes, I think so. So per interaction is like 12 to 15 minutes. So you complete that, and the first 3-4 interactions you do it slowly because you don't know how the software works in your this one. Then after that you will have an experience, then you know how to do things. So anyhow 15 minutes you spend. So please take full mileage of your Saturday, Sundays. For example, some students are going to your hometown, you can do in your hometown. Okay, most of people are in Karnataka only, I think so. So you can do in your hometown, and you please do in these 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, complete it. If in case you are unable to complete on Sundays, you please carry forward to Monday or Tuesday. There is no end for that. But if you achieve, because now the count will go on every 1 hour, we will be counting it. From the login, we will be able to find how many is going on. And it is like a competition. This is Bangalore and Hubli and Chennai, Hyderabad, Lucknow. Every branch will be doing it. In every college training sessions are going on, and all engineering college students are doing this campaign. So there is like a competition. So last year, this March month we did the campaign. Almost Bangalore branch office, the number of students were like 350 students. Roughly about 14,000 interactions happened. 14,000 interactions was done by college students. That is in Bangalore. We did not focus on Mysore now. This is the first time we are coming here. And the 14,000, the highest interactions was done by some Chandigarh branch with 21,000 interactions. So 21,000 people, students have met. You all students have met and they have said about BAS. So it is a great thing. So now in Mysore, I am so lucky. Who are all from NIE college, resident college now? Who are all from NIE? Can you raise your hands? How many students from NIE? How many students from NIE? 60 students. From Chamarajanagar College, government engineering students? Okay, thank you so much. Oh, lot of students. Kodagu, anybody? Kodagu Government Engineering College, anybody has come? No. Mandya College? 50 students almost, 56 students. And one is it? Jayachandrana? What is that college? Jaya Chamaraja Engineering College. Okay. It's good. It's a considerable one, almost 13, Acha, back side. Acha, you are all backbenchers always, huh? And and it is a two backbencher. It is not backbencher. It is a very long distance backbenchers, huh? Okay. Okay. So I think how many total students we are having here? 250. 250 students. Yesterday we did a program in BMSC college for 200 students, no? 240. I think so 240. That's the auditorium compact. This is stadium. So I'm so happy in these 2 days. And please, 15 minutes interaction, 35 to 40 interactions. And every interaction is like 15 minutes. Play the complete video, get the feedback, submit it, move out of that place. And when you're going to talk to the people, please introduce yourself. You're the student from the so-and-so college. And I have come here to do a small campaign for 5 to 10 minutes. And I want to show you a video. So you speak politely, okay? And because many people may not be interested, you speak politely. This is like a personality development. When you meet people now, they will not just like that. They will ask you 1,000 questions. And they may know better than you than BAs also. Suddenly they shower you, rocket with you questions. So many things will happen, but it will improve your personality. This I did not do in my college days. You people are lucky that you learned these things and sincerely do it. I don't need to say you people sincerely do it because I know government college are the best colleges in anywhere in the country. Because last time the best interaction was done by UVC, it's a government college. That's why this time I choose only government colleges. Because the highest responsibility, government college students have the very good response. We don't need to teach you too much. We have to expose you. Remaining you people are learning in better manner. I am also a government college student from Anna University, Chennai. So I know that government college students are, we don't need to be taught. We need to be exposed to only. We do all the things on our own. And too much training also we get bored of. I also get bored of if somebody trains me for 3-4 hours. I will not allow. But one thing, exposure, you should not lose this exposure in this moment. Once you go out, you should not lose it. You carry forward it, it will be useful. Whatever I did in college, it did not benefit me on that moment in college. But in my job now, I'm doing lot of activities. In one way or other, it helped me out a lot. I used to do surprise activities. Even up to Monday, I don't know whether I'll come here or not, I don't know. It is a surprise. And it is not one day. All my 52 weeks in a year, it is like this only. So just 5 minutes before, I'm going to Hosur tomorrow. Just I get the confirmation from some industry visitor. I'm going. So it is always like this. So you engage yourself in the activities because this is the right time. Once you get a job, it is, you will really go into the real lifetime things. So any doubts you are having, you can ask. You have any doubts? Anybody is first of all uninterested to do this campaign? You are not liking the campaign? Anything like that? You can do it. And a honorarium of 1,500 rupees will be given to your account number after the successful completion. Okay? It will be straightly paid to your account number. That's why you're asking your IFSC code and account number. So do not make mistake in your account number. If you make mistake, it will go to your anybody's account. One number you make a mistake, then gone. So I cannot help you out. So you check, you keep verifying for 3-4 days. Your account number is right or wrong. Okay? There's nothing wrong in that. IFSC make it clear. Email, phone number. And phone number also don't make mistake. If you make mistake in phone number, I cannot register you. You change one number, access will not be given to your number. Instead of your last digit is 9, you put 8. Access will not come to your number. So please be careful with your entering of the details. Relaxedly, you enter the details accurately, verbatim. And every 35 to 40 interactions, every interactions minimum to 12 to 15 minutes. Play the video completely. And I wish you all the best, and I really thank the National Institute of Engineering Management, first of all, to provide such a good auditorium and stadium for us. And I thank all the colleges, their respective principals and coordinators, allowing the students to come here. And I really want to thank you all students who are participated. And I really am sorry I came some half an hour late because I could not calculate the time actually. And you waited patiently. So again, once again, I thank you all. And I expect and I request you all to sincerely do this campaign, and you will get a digital certificate. I think so, that is going on. Digital certificate is concerned. So it is a downloadable certificate, or I will issue a certificate or hard copy certificate. I will come to respective colleges and I will give you the certificates. In one way or other, we will be giving you certificates for you all. So please take it very serious. And this is for the campaign is concerned. But rest of your future, please download BAS Care app. Always remember there is an Indian standard for any product. You please use day-to-day life and make it a habit. It will help you out a lot. It will give you awareness, and any situation you can handle. Most of the times we don't know how to handle things. What are the defective products we are throwing the product, we are purchasing a new product. So this will be a day-to-day life. And thank you so much. If you want to ask anything, you can ask. Anybody wants to ask anything? Anybody? Feel free to ask. This is a stadium. There is nothing harm. Or during lunchtime, you can meet myself, Neha madam. You can meet. We are here only. You ask whatever doubts you have. We will clarify. Please wait till we register you. Still we give information. College-wise, we will register. So Chamarajanagar Government Engineering College, all register. Please do the campaign. You can go ahead with the campaign. And you want anybody wants any information, you message there. Or you want another online session also, we will do some online sessions. Like Saturday there's a program we are having actually. Or Sundays or Friday, tomorrow evening something. Online, in Google Meet for a group of students from college-wise, we can have it online. So you can ask your doubts also. Whichever, there is no restriction. Okay? And I really thank you so much.
Lunch has been arranged for all of you. Kindly serve yourself. Thank you. One attention, we need one representative from Mandya College, Government Engineering College, and one from Sri Jaya Chamarajendra. Just collect your banners, no?